The project aims to explore new ways of living by reimagining traditional housing designs and materials. And in addition, seeks to address current housing challenges and find innovative solutions that offer more sustainable, efficient, and comfortable living environments. The site located in Israel, on the coastline of Haifa, the area named as Zebulun Valley. Valley is located on the southern slope of Mount Carmel, which is a long mountain range in northern Israel. The valley is part of the Carmel Fault Zone, which is a major geological feature that runs along the length of Mount Carmel and separates the coastal plain from the inland hills. The geological record indicates that over the course of the Earth's history, sea levels have risen and fallen repeatedly in response to a variety of natural factors that created a deep valley. According to ICCI, global sea level could rise by 5 meters by year 2150. According to the rise that expected to continue in the future, that simulation of the sea level rise shows that in the next 50 years the most of the southwest part of the site and all coastline gonna be flooded by 90%. The wind analysis shows that most of the wind all year long come from the west part and from the east side in the winter. In addition, the site fully exposed to the sun rays with no shadow. The tanks are typically made of either steel or concrete and are used to store crude and refined oil, as well as other petroleum products. The tank is above-grounded storage and has a floating roof which rises and falls with the level of the stored liquid, allowing the roof to be self-adjusting and closed to the atmosphere. The site has 42 tanks of different sizes that organized in clusters, arranged in rows. The first step strategy is to demolish unused tanks and connect the used ones with the sea, with further integration of the vegetation and structure covering to create microclimate atmosphere. The purpose of microclimate is to create miniature ecosystem that can be maintained and observed in a contained environment, without any external interaction. The circular footprint of oil tanks served as an inspiration for the shape of future constructions. A desirable shape should exhibit multifunctionality, structural stability, space efficiency, and minimal dead space, which led to the selection of the sphere. The physical properties of the sphere were used as the algorithmic base for the project, in order to find the best solution for the living block. The circular footprint as foundation of each unit originates from the human scale, and has the ability to grow in a non-linear shape through connections and disconnections. Connections between units can create spaces for various purposes. To simulate the overall shape of the block, the following requirements were considered: maximum volume and floor area, and minimum direct sunlight on the surface. 5 options with a wide range of possibilities were selected for analysis. 5 tests were conducted to explore the extreme cases and everything in between. Out of these options, 3 were suitable for our purpose, and we chose the one with the largest possible volume and floor area while ensuring minimal direct sunlight on the surface. There are 8 distinct stages involved in the process of creating blocks, which includes the following steps: cleaning the area, constructing a new space for greenhouses, integrating vegetation, closing off the site borders, building columns, creating a structural frame with glass fillings, constructing the primary block volume, and dividing the space into designated areas. The act of building block structures empowers us to manage the level of direct sunlight and shade present on the ground, all while leaving no discernible impact on the ground itself. The construction will have energy-generating properties. The new tanks is the only access from outside of the construction that will allow to use the spaces for agriculture growth. Vertical agriculture growth will involve growing crops in a vertically stacked, hydroponic system inside tanks. This allows for maximum space efficiency and precise control of the growing environment, leading to higher yields and reduced water usage compared to traditional farming methods. The base construction goes up on an angle, repeating the sea wave movement. The highest spot reach almost 50-meter height. Such form allow us isolate as maximum as possible the living blocks from the upcoming flooding. The construction of the block made from soft, flexible and transformable material that responds to the needs of the user. fully adaptable environment allows to create spaces at the time for different needs and programs, where the membrane ball-shaped walls could easily define the private space for the residents of the block. The bottom side of the membrane could serve as water reserve that also could be used for aquaponic farming or any different needs. The site can spread along seashore line as well as expand inward the city. The action of uplifting the seashore can be an effective way to help reduce the impact of flooding in coastal areas, by reducing erosion, providing natural flood protection, improving drainage, and providing more time for communities to prepare for potential flooding events. The thinking of the new, different way of livings, this project contains possibility to see the life growing underneath, preserved and isolated from the human being, nature. EON before and EON after. With a focus on functionality, aesthetics, and sustainability, the project aspires to redefine the relationship between architecture and living, ultimately enhancing the quality of life for individuals and communities alike. In conclusion, our idea is that architecture and preserved nature are two sides of the same coin. They both bring us closer to a new way of living. As we continue to explore new ways of living that are both sustainable and modern, we can ensure that our environment is taken care of and our future is enjoyed in a beautiful and harmonious way.